Here we are back again with another look at the game Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. I did do a quick video before, but could not progress in the game due to the game breaking bug, which has now been fixed thankfully. So this is the alpha version, so it is really unfinished. There's a lot of placeholder text graphics, and the gameplay is fairly basic, but they plan to take on feedback and release a constant stream of updates. I think they said twice a month. As it is a work in progress, they are after feedback, so my feedback from what I played so far is it does seem to be a fairly straightforward action RPG. Mechanics like click to attack, along with the binding of spells and skills and the loot collecting, all fairly by the numbers. So I think the number one priority for a game like this, which is going to be mostly killing enemies, is to make the combat as satisfying as possible. You know, meaty sounds, physical effects, enemies blowing up in a variety of ways, and perhaps take a leaf out of the upcoming action RPG Lost Ark, which has more some looking combat. It almost looks like a Bayonetta style game, or a Devil May Cry. It does look really awesome. I'd really say take a leaf out of that. When it comes to the skill trees, I would say go beyond what they normally do. It's a fairly straightforward skill tree. Grim Dawn had a really good idea of having a separate skill tree as well as the main one, and you got points in this separate skill tree by finding shrines across the game world. So you'd find a shrine, you get a skill point, and you'd upgrade your skills that way in that specific tree. And I'll also say with the skills, like if you have a lightning bolt, when you upgrade them, make a visible difference to show their increase in power. Also, let's see a strong amount of customization, not just in the look and the character, but things like gems and slots for items, and perhaps some level customization in the skills. One of the ideas I thought to make it really set apart was perhaps you could have different skills and you combine them. So for example, if you had a lightning bolt skill and a frost skill, when you level up, perhaps you can combine skills together to make some kind of lightning frost bolt or something. And I'd also throw in a good variety of quests. So I'm not sure what type of game they're planning for, if it's going to be a more open designed world like the Sacred or Grim Dawn games, or more linear but large open randomly generated areas like the Diablo games. But no, I've got to say, even in this really early stage, yeah, I did actually find it fun. I thought the lightning bolt was just a bit too powerful though. I thought the spells were just a bit too damaging, but yeah, I could definitely see some promise to this, but it depends on how much they're going to be putting into the game. Like if it's going to be a long development cycle, I mean, if it's going to be a few years and they take all the feedback on board, I think it could be a pretty decent game.